Think you know horror? Think again, discover the most devastating gods of Eldritch mythology before it's too late. Azathoth, the blind idiot god at the centre of the universe, a mindless, chaotic force, surrounded by a court of lesser deities, bringing madness and destruction wherever its influence reaches. And then there's Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos, a shape-shifting harbinger of insanity who delights in spreading suffering and chaos among humanity. Beneath the waves, the immense and malevolent Cthulhu lies dormant, its very appearance inducing madness. Imagine the horror of it awakening, spelling doom for us all. And from the darkest woods, Shub-Niggurath, the black goat with 1,000 young, spews forth monstrous and abominable creatures, a fertility deity whose spawn are a blight upon existence. In the cold wastelands, Ithaqua, the windwalker, preys upon travellers, a god of desolation whose mere presence freezes the soul. Ghatanothoa, an ancient entity, can petrify living beings into conscious statues, trapping them in eternal torment. Imagine living forever, immobile, aware, and utterly helpless. Deep within forgotten lakes, Gla'aki lies trapped, implanting spines into its victims to control them, leading to horrific transformations. The defiler, Yagolonak, a grotesque deity with a mouth in the palms of its hands, feeds on the suffering minds of its victims, a sadistic and malevolent presence. Among these terrors, Dagon, a colossal, deep one, worshipped by its kind, brings terror and madness to coastal towns, while Eihort, the pale beast, offers a fate worse than death, implanting its young within those it captures. And let's not forget Rlim Shaikorth, the white worm, a colossal ice deity bringing devastating cold and desolation wherever it moves. From the darkest depths of space, Ghroth, the harbinger, awakens the great old ones, heralding cosmic destruction. The twin deities, Zhar and Lloigor, depicted as serpentine or dragon-like beings, bring ruin and chaos with their immense power and malevolence. And then there's Quachil Uttaus, the treader of the dust, whose touch rapidly ages and decays victims, reducing them to dust in mere moments. Now, imagine Nyarlathotep, the render of the veils, whose true form is so incomprehensible that it drives viewers to madness, its presence disrupting reality itself. Or Tulsha, the green flame, an entity of living fire that consumes and destroys everything in its path, leaving nothing but ashes and despair. Let's not forget Azathoth, a slothful and toad-like entity worshipped by various pre-human cultures, known for its malevolence and brutality. Ithaqua, a living flame deity whose mere presence incinerates all life around it, bringing fiery destruction. Yig, the father of serpents, a vengeful snake god associated with ancient Native American cultures, cursing or killing those who offend him. Nodens, lord of the great abyss, an elder god who opposes the great old ones with some measure of benevolence. Zoth Omog, one of Cthulhu's monstrous offspring, known for its brutal and predatory nature. Atlach Nacha, a spider god weaving a web between worlds, whose predatory and sinister nature brings fear and horror. Ran Tegoth, a great old one worshipped in the distant past, capable of returning to life if properly fed, known for its horrific appearance and the terror it spreads. Yib-Tzol, the patient one, a mysterious deity associated with knowledge and prophecy. Beatis, the serpent bearded, a monstrous entity whose snake-like beard can paralyze victims with its gaze and feed on their fears. Shuda Me'el, the burrower beneath, a gigantic worm-like entity that causes massive earthquakes and devastation as it moves through the earth. Thog, a powerful and malevolent deity known for its brutal and destructive nature, often leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. Menomqua, a monstrous lunar deity often described as an eyeless, serpentine dragon that brings nightmares and insanity. Zitilgemgi, a terrifying and obscure entity associated with corruption and decay, often manifesting as a being of pure rot and filth. More Eldritch Horrors await. Embrace the madness and watch this video on the malevolent genies in Arabian mythology.